Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Request all the devotees stand up for the Aarti. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Did we get another stand? Let's get the other stand.
हरे कृष्ण। जय श्री राधा गोकुलानंद भगवान की, श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, पतित पावन श्री गौर निताय की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी असत्यादिशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि Gaura Bhaktivedanta Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone singing. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare Hari Bol, everyone singing. Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jaya 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 Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya 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 Jaya Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga Jaya Nitai Gauranga 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 Jai Sachinandana Jai Sachinandana Go Jai Sachinandana Jai Sachinandana Oh Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Gaura 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 Hare Gaura 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 Hare Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hare Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe Jaya 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 Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman लक्ष्मण हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol. Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gora Hari Bol.
जय श्री राधा गोकुलानंद की जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की Prabhupada की we'll be doing the invocation prayer and after so please be seated. This aarti is not yet over. We're going to have a Narasimha prayer as well, but before that we'll just give an invocation for our acharyas. Jai Om Vishnupadaya Paramahamsa Parivarishita Astotra Srita His Srimati His Divine Grace AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada की जय ओम विष्णुपदाय परमहंस परिवृष्टा स्तोत्र श्री श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य श्रीला प्रभुपाद की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरगोवर्धाम की वृंदावन धाम मथुरा धाम की नवदीप धाम जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई यमुना माई की तुलसी देवी भक्ति देव की संकीर्तन यज्ञ की Samaveda Bhakti Vrinda ki Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. We'll have the Narasimha prayer.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlada daine. Hiranyakashipur vakshaha. Shilatankana kalaye. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimha. Yato Yato Yamitato Narasimha. Bahe Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha. Bahe Narasimha Hridaye Narasimha.
Narasinghamadiam Sharanam Prapade Narasinghamadiam Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamala Bhave Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadish Jaya Jagadisha Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Nashingadev, 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 Jaya Nashingadev. Nashingadev, Jaya Bhakta Pralad, Bhakta Pralad, Bhakta Pralad, Jaya Bhakta Pralad. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Nittai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nittai Gaura Haribo. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nittai Gaur Pramanande.
Hare Krishna. Thank you everyone for taking part in this beautiful Aarti. This is the Sankirtana Yajna that is especially recommended in Kali Yuga. Sankirtana Yajna is especially recommended in Kali Yuga, where everybody, all the devotees come together and chant the holy name. We just want to take a few minutes of your time because we come to a Krishna Mandir. So what is Krishna's message that we can take away from the Mandir, right, for all of us? I was so happy to see so many children who have joined together today. And it's so beautiful to see like parents bringing their children over here. And just now we heard the beautiful prayer of Narasimhadev. And this prayer of Narasimhadev is so important for all of us because it's a prayer where we can see the protection of the Lord, that it shows that you can see the beautiful picture out there, Narasimhadev, and in his lap you have the demon Hiranyakashipu, and next to that you can see a small boy over there, and that is, who is that boy? Prahlad Maharaj, right? So this is a beautiful Leela where it is mentioned, where it shows that Lord Krishna can come in different forms, and what is more important is age is not a limit at all to get Krishna, right? Even a small boy like Prahlad Maharaj, because he was so sincere in his devotion, he had so much of love for Krishna within his heart that he manifested in the form of Narasimhadev. Like that, what is more important is how much of love that we have for Krishna, and Krishna can come in different forms. he says in Bhagavad Gita, Ye yatamam prapajyante tams tathaiva bhajamyaham. So what is important is, according to how much of love that you have on me, how much of faith that you have in me, accordingly I also reciprocate. And this is the story of faith, right? Because Prahlad Maharaj, his own father, was trying to torture him. He was trying to get him stand by the elephants. He was trying to throw him between the snakes. He tried to throw him from the top of a hill into the water, into the ocean. And every time his father was trying to kill him, his own son was so confident in his faith, Lord Vishnu, that I will always be protected. And Lord Vishnu has protected him every time that he was being threatened to be killed by his own father. And I'm really so fortunate because I come from that place. That's my hometown. Yeah, the place where Bhakta Prahlad was thrown from the top of the hill into the ocean, that's the place where I come from. So I'm really happy to share this Leela with you. In fact, in my hometown, there is a temple called Simhachalam. I don't know if anyone has been to there. That temple was built by Bhakta Prahlad. And Bhakta Prahlad had a desire. He wanted to see that form of the Lord which has killed his own father. He wanted to see that form of the Lord which killed his uncle, Hiranyakashika. So both the two avatars in one deity, which is called as Simhachalam, Varaha Narasimha avatar, and that happens to be in Simhachalam, in my hometown. So that's the only temple in the world where you can see two avatars in one deity. That is because that Murti has come because of the request of Bhakta Prahlad. So we can understand through these Leelas that it doesn't matter, we don't need to become old in order to get Krishna's love. Even at the small age also you can get Krishna because he had so much of love on him. This clearly shows, right? He appeared in a Narasimha form and he appeared from a pillar. That's amazing, isn't it? Lot of our children, we see the beautiful children over here. They want to know some stories. They want to know some story, real time. And here, we have some real time stories, right? These are the things which have happened. Every place, the Narasimha place, everything is still there in India, right? So we all know that all of us have accounts in Facebook, right? A lot of people have Facebook. But do you know that apart from Facebook, there is something called Krishna book? This is the book called Krishna book, right? So this Krishna book is so beautiful because it is taken from Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the difference between Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam? Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Bhagavan Sri Krishna. And Bhagavatam is actually about Krishna and his devotees. All the beautiful Leelas of Narasimhadev Avatar, all the Leelas of Dhruva Maharaj, Gajendra Moksha, everything is there in Srimad Bhagavatam. And this Krishna book is being taken from Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam has 18,000 verses, and we are so fortunate that we have our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada over there, a spiritual master. He translated 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam from Sanskrit to English for all of us, so that we will all be benefited. So if you want to develop the love for Krishna, if you want your children to be completely knowledgeable about our Sanatan Dharma, the best book that you can refer is this Krishna book. You know, in fact, we have a satsang. Every Thursday we have a satsang where all of our devotees, like-minded devotees, we come together online and we discuss one chapter from Bhagavatam. How beautiful, isn't it? And we'll be discussing about the beautiful Leelas of Krishna. How Krishna went and killed Kamsa. How Krishna went and protected the people of Vrindavan. How Krishna built the Dwaraka. Like that. So, many times, we have people asking us, what do you get by reading Hari Katha? What do you get by reading Krishna Katha? Shall I tell you what's the benefit you get by Krishna Katha, by reading Krishna Katha? In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, how many of you have Bhagavad Gita with you? A few hands. So you have so many Bhagavad Gitas out there. 600 versions of Bhagavad Gita are there. But this is a Bhagavad Gita which is called as Bhagavad Gita as it is, which means exactly the way Krishna spoke on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, word to word meaning translation in English has been given by our Srila Prabhupada. You can see this beautiful picture. So this is the book that we refer to, Bhagavad Gita as it is. And in this Bhagavad Gita as it is, Krishna says that the benefits of hearing Krishna Katha. By reading Krishna book, if somebody asks, what do you get by reading Krishna Katha? Krishna Bhagavan is telling us in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tatvataha chakto deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita that one who is listening to this Krishna Katha, in Hari Katha, in this Krishna book, Even if you listen and understand these beautiful leelas of Krishna's appearance, Krishna's beautiful leelas, how he lifted the Govardhan hill at the age of 7 years, right? And how he created the city of Dwarka in the middle of the ocean, how he did all these things. Krishna himself is telling in Bhagavad Gita that one who listens to Hari Katha or Krishna book, those devotees towards the end of their life, once they leave this world, they will never come back again into this material world. There's no more entering into the womb of another mother, but they will directly go to the supreme planet of Krishna, which is called as Krishna Loka. Can you imagine such a huge benediction? You know, you all heard about Kumbh Mela, like right, recently it happened and everybody went to Kumbh Mela. Why? If you ask them why, basically they want moksha, they want liberation. But more than liberation, Krishna is promising that by hearing this Hari Katha or Krishna Katha, you will directly, not only liberation, you will directly go to the supreme planet of Krishna. No more of being born in another womb of another mother. No more of getting old. No more of old age diseases. No more of people are scared of disease, of dying, isn't it? Nobody would like to die, right? But Krishna is giving us complete knowledge that by reading Hari Katha, you will never need to come back again into this material world, because you will come back to me and there's no more again coming into this material world. So you can imagine how auspicious it is. Let me tell you, by reading to the Hari Katha, because we have been doing it from the last 2 years, we have been studying 60 chapters so far. There are 90 chapters in this. There is so much of joy in reading Hari Katha, because by reading these beautiful stories of Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj, we will get so much of faith in Krishna. Right? We will get the faith. Avasya Rakshabe Krishna Viswasa Palana. Prahlad Maharaj, no matter how many tortures his father was trying to do, he had the complete faith. Avasya Rakshabe Krishna Viswasa Palana. That means my Krishna is always going to protect me. And Krishna always protected him. Right? But in today's material world, we cannot see Krishna with our material eyes, right? So Krishna comes in the form of deity. We should never use the word idol, because we are not idol worshippers. Idol means some imagination. We are called as deity worshipper. Deity means, according to our Shastras, the way Krishna has been described, according to that, the Murti has been prepared and a Prana Pratishta has been done. And here, for the Murtis of Radha Gokulananda, our Srila Prabhupada, our spiritual master, personally installed the deities of Radha Gokulananda here. So you can imagine how auspicious it is that we are all assembled here. So Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked Krishna, because I'm sharing this because we all belong to this Sanatan Dharma and we are great devotees of Krishna, we should have the knowledge from Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna is asking Krishna, Krishna, please tell us, what is the best way to worship you? Should we worship you in the Archa Vigraha form, or should we worship you as a formless God? Which is the best way, Krishna? Please tell me. Where did he ask? He asked in Bhakti Yoga, chapter number 12, verse number 2. Arjuna is asking this question. Which is the best way to worship Krishna? And Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna, Mayavasya mano yemam nitya yukta upashate shraddaya paro yopeta tame yukta tamamataha. Where Krishna is telling Arjuna, those who fix their mind on my Archa Vigraha form or a deity form and are always engaged in worshipping with great and transcendental faith, Arjuna, I consider that to be the best form of worship. So now you understand in Sanatan Dharma, why do we worship Archa Vigrahas? For people who have no faith, who are not devotees, they think it's a statue. They think it's a marble statue. But we know that it's an Archa Vigraha form of Krishna, because Krishna himself is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga chapter, verse number 2, that always worship me in my personal form. And he goes on to say that people who are worshipping God in a formless God, you know, a lot of people, they don't believe that God has a form. Kleshodika tarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkam dehavadbir avapya. Where Krishna is telling, for people who are worshipping God as a formless God, for them the journey is so difficult. It is going to take them many, many lifetimes to come to this worship of personal form. So all of you coming here in the mandir, you can understand that you have come a very, very long way. You have come to the highest peak of bhakti, where you are able to practice the worshipping of Krishna in the deity form, right? I was just thinking, like all of us, like, you know, we have these ID cards, right? Many of you who are working in the corporate circle, you must be having some ID cards, definitely. right? And once you finish with the job, you give back your ID card, so you don't belong to that company anymore, right? So all these are temporary identities. Like I have an ID card from so many companies. So once the job is over, you come out and you no more identify with that company at all, right? But Krishna, in Bhagavad Gita, is giving us the knowledge of the highest identity of who we are, right? Because what is the original name of our religion? Somebody said Sanatana Dharma, right? So this is the thing, right? We have so many ID cards, but here I have an ID card of this temple, right? So Krishna Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling us, you have so many ID cards like this, working in so many companies. But Arjuna, do you know your permanent identity? Do you know your actual identity of who you are? Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 15, Purushottama Yoga, Krishna says, Mamaivam sa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manashastra nindriyani prakriti stani karshati. Krishna is saying, all of you jivatmas, you are part and parcel of me, but you have fallen into this material world and you are struggling very hard with your six senses, which include your mind. So Krishna is giving us this identity to Bhagavad Gita, that we are all part and parcel of Sri Krishna Bhagavan. Just like how your hands and legs are part of me, similarly all of our jivatmas, and he says, Mamaivamsa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana, which means like we as jivatmas, we are all sanatana, and Krishna is sanatana. And the dharma of a jivatma serving the Paramatma, that is called as Sanatana Dharma. So this Sanatana Dharma is an eternal religion, which means our soul is eternal, right? Our Atma is eternal. Sri Krishna Bhagavan is eternal. And the Dharma of the Atma serving the Paramatma, that is the highest Dharma, which is called as Sanatana Dharma. Just like the Dharma of a sugar is to give you sweetness, isn't it? That's the Dharma of a sugar. It cannot give you hot, chili, spiciness, right? Similarly, if you take a chili, the dharma of a chili is to give you spiciness. Similarly, we as jivatmas, the duty of the dharma of a atma is to serve always the Paramatma. And that is why our religion is called as Sanatana Dharma, because this is an eternal religion, not a man-made religion, but this is a religion which is coming from Sanatana. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna tells that all of us, we are originally coming from this Sanatana, the original eternal planet which is called as Krishna Loka, right? But we have fallen into this material world. That's why Krishna is telling that you don't belong to the spiritual world. You belong to the spiritual world actually, but you have fallen into this material world. And here you're struggling how to be happy. Are we not struggling how to be happy, all of us? We all want to be happy, isn't it? But we are struggling. But again, that is the reason why Krishna gives us this Bhagavad Gita, telling us how to be happy in this material world. How to be happy in this material world. How can we be happy in the material world? Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Yatantyascha Dridavrita Namasyantyascha Mam Bhaktya Nitya Yukta Upashate. Where Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita, how to be happy, how to show our dharma towards Krishna is, my devotees are always Krishna. Krishna is telling Arjuna, my devotees are always chanting my holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna is telling the best way we can be happy in this material world is by constantly chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Because what happens is, when we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Cheto Darpanam Arjuna, which means cleansing of all your heart and your mind. Because our mind is filled with so many material opulences, material problems, anxieties and all that. So when we are chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it will cleanse your heart, it will cleanse your mind, and slowly it will start developing love for Krishna. So all your anarthas, your samskaras from so many lifetimes, everything will get washed out. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is giving us so many assurances in Bhagavad Gita. What is the final signature statement from Bhagavad Gita? In Krishna Bhagavan says, Sarva dharman parichajya mamekam saranam raja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayesyami masicha. What is saying? Abandon all varieties of religion. Just surrender unto me. Krishna's final message in Bhagavad Gita is, just surrender unto me, and I will protect you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Today in this material world, we are suffering because of so many sinful reactions which are coming from so many lifetimes. So we don't know. We think we are good in this life, but we don't know what we have done in our previous life, right? But Krishna is promising us that if you surrender to Krishna, then He will protect us from all sinful reactions. He will cancel all the bank account. Your Lakshmi Narayan account, which is having so much of this Papa Punya, everything will be washed out by Sri Krishna Bhagavan. So we have to take this knowledge from Krishna Bhagavan. Can we do one thing? Now that our children are there, let's do one sloka from Bhagavad Gita so that our children can also listen to that and you can pass on this knowledge to our children. This Sanatan Dharma, which is coming up from some thousands and hundreds and thousands of years, is because our ancestors followed Sanatan Dharma. And we have to follow the Sanatan Dharma and pass it on to our next generation, right? So let's do one sloka where Krishna is telling us how to worship Krishna Bhagavan. How to simply worship Krishna Bhagavan, right? Are we ready? Let's do one sloka from Bhagavad Gita. Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhakta prayachati tad aham bhaktya upaharitam asnami prayatatmana. So the sloka goes this way. This is chapter number 9, Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yoga, verse number 26. Bhagavan Sri Krishna is saying, Patram pushpam palam toyam yome bhakta prayachati tadaham bhaktya upahritam asnami prayatatmana. Where Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita that with love and devotion, with bhakti, most important thing is bhakti. With bhakti, if you offer, Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, if you offer me one flower, one leaf, one flower, one leaf, one fruit, or some water. If you don't have anything, give me some water. Krishna is saying, I will happily accept it. So what happens is, early in the morning when we wake up and we offer Krishna some fruits. Today morning I just offered some oranges, some apples, some banana. You just cut them and just offer it to Krishna. Om Krishna Arpanam. All you have to do is that. So what happens when we offer food to Krishna? Krishna says, I will happily accept it. Not only He accepts it, Krishna says, Yajna sistasina santo muchante sarva kilbishai bunjate agam papa ye pachante atma karanat. Krishna says the devotees who are offering food first to Krishna, right? First if you offer food to Krishna, Krishna is saying those devotees, that food will become karma free food. Because that food, Krishna will enjoy that food and He will bless that food. And that food will become karma free food. That will become your Mahaprasadam. So when we go out from here, in the Haveli, when you taste the Mahaprasadam, you can see it tastes like nectar. Why? Because it was offered to Sri Krishna Bhagavan. So when Krishna honors the food, it becomes Mahaprasadam. So similarly, at home, early in the morning, you can spiritualize your day-to-day life. Today's message I want to give you is where Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita how to spiritualize your day-to-day life. Yat karosi yat asnasi yat juhosi dadasi yat tapasyasi kaunteya tat kurusvamad arpanam. Krishna is saying, whatever you do in your life, whatever you eat in your life, whatever charity that you do in your life, whatever austerity that you're doing in your life, do everything as an offering to me. Om Krishna Arpanam. So what happens when we do everything as an offering for Krishna? Like you know, right, in Mahabharata what happened is, in the beginning Arjuna told Krishna, Na yotsa iti Govinda. Govinda, I'm not going to fight in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Right? But after Krishna explained this whole of Bhagavad Gita, then Arjuna said, yes, I will, as you said, Krishna, as you advise, I will fight this battle for you. Right? So like that, Krishna is telling, do everything as an offering to Krishna. What will happen if you do everything as an offering to Krishna? Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling us in Bhagavad Gita, Shubha Shubha Palairevam Mokshasi Karma Bandhana Sannyasa Yoga Yuktatma Vamiktavam Upasyasi. In the same, Krishna is saying, the one who is offering everything, whatever you do, whatever you eat, if you do everything as an offering for Krishna, Krishna says, you will be protected from all kind of sinful reactions for whatever work that you are doing. Because Krishna will be doing, because you're doing everything as an offering for Krishna, Krishna is going to make sure that you do not have any kind of a sinful or bad karma attached with it. So we have to practice this Krishna consciousness by always doing everything as an offering for Krishna. So we just wanted to give you this message on this day. Our humble request and advice is, during this time when the children have holidays, take Bhagavad Gita. Just read one sloka of Bhagavad Gita, just one sloka of Bhagavad Gita, and Krishna will reciprocate your feelings. This is my personal experience. If you just read one sloka of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will attract you so much that you will start reading every chapter one by one. Karshayati iti Krishna. Krishna will attract you so much. If you take one step, Krishna will take 100 steps towards you. So if you read one sloka of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna will attract you so much that every day you will feel like reading every day in the morning we read one chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And the whole day goes so beautiful because this is nothing but an incarnation of Krishna. So when you're reading Krishna, when you're reading, holding Bhagavad Gita and you're reading, you are literally talking to Krishna. Krishna is talking one-on-one with each of us. So that is the kind of experience you will have by reading Bhagavad Gita, right? So we should never think that, this is a deity form. A lot of people have so many questions nowadays because we are bombarded in social media, isn't it? But our knowledge should be coming from Bhagavad Gita. Why we are worshipping deity form? Because Krishna told us that we have to worship. Why we are offering fruits? Because Krishna told. So everything that we are following is because Krishna has mentioned, right? You all have to be, you'll be surprised when Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Bhagavan says that how fortunate all of you are. Krishna is telling, out of 8.4 million species, finally after transmigrating 8.4 million species, finally you get a human body. Can you believe it, how rare it is? And after getting a human body, Krishna says, Manushanam sahasreshu kaschit yatati siddhe. Which means, after you get a human body, out of 1,000 people, one person is interested in spirituality. And out of those people are interested in spirituality, hardly one person is a bhakta of Krishna. So you can imagine how rare each one of you must have done so much of punya and so much of pious activities in your previous life, that in this life, Krishna Bhagavan himself has called you to the mandir. We should never think that we have gone to the mandir. Krishna calls, and that's how we come to this Krishna Mandir. And we are so fortunate because we have Krishna Bhagavan, we have Lord Ram, we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How many know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Have you heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? So, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, you know the very famous sloka in Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya chaduskritam dharma samstapanardaya sambhavami yuge yuge, right? He comes in different avatars. In Kali Yuga, two things have happened. Kalikale Namarupa Krishna avatar, which means Bhagavan Sri Krishna in Kali Yuga has come in the form of this Nama avatar. So this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is the Nama avatar of Krishna Bhagavan. It is Krishna himself come in the form of Nama avatar. Second thing what happened is 500 years back, Bhagavan Sri Krishna came in the avatar of a devotee called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You can see over here. This is in the middle. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than Krishna Bhagavan himself. Because why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came? Krishna is so kind that he knows that unlike Satya Yuga, we don't have thousand years to live. We do not have so much of knowledge to read the Vedas. We do not have so much of energy or knowledge to do fire sacrifices. So Krishna came in the avatar of a devotee called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to tell us that in Kali Yuga, you don't need to go and read the Vedas. You don't need to go into the forest and do meditation. All you have to do is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this knowledge, this message in Kali Yuga, that by reading, by just chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you will get all the benefits which people used to get in the ancient times. Can you believe it? Vedeshu yajneshu tapasu chaiva daneshu yat punya palam pratistam atyeti tat sarvam vidam viditva yogi param stanam upaichi chadyam. Where Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, he is telling us in Bhagavad Gita, whatever benefits that in the ancient time that you would get by studying the Vedas, whatever benefit people get by doing austerities, fire sacrifices, Arjuna in Kali Yuga, you can get the same benefits by just engaging in bhakti life. And how to do that bhakti life, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to tell us that Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam, Kalo Nasti Eva Nasti Eva Nasti. Which means there is no other better solution in Kali Yuga for developing love for Krishna, for going back to Krishna, for getting rid of all your samskaras and everything. One solution for all your problems is chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And who is next to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? It is very important for you to know, because as followers of Hare Krishna temple, you should know that on 13th of this month, 13th of March, is the appearance day of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And on 16th, on 13th, there's going to be a celebration, and on 16th also, there's going to be officially a celebration happening over here to celebrate the appearance day. See, when we celebrate when we are born, we say birthday, right? But when the great Lord, when Sri Krishna Bhagavan, or when the great sages come, what do we say? We say appearance day. We don't say birthday. Because when God comes, he appears and he disappears. When Lord Krishna comes, he appears and he disappears, right? So similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. His appearance day is on the 13th and it's also been celebrated on the 16th as well. So all of you are most welcome to come here. There's going to be a very good celebration for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because this whole Hare Krishna movement started by the blessings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So if you want to have the blessings of Krishna, Radha Gokulananda, we have to take to the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then our bhakti life will be very, very progressing, very, very quickly. And next to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, do you know who the one in blue color? Who's Krishna's brother in Dwapara Yuga? Right. So Balaram in Dwapara Yuga and Lakshmana in Treta Yuga again come in Kali Yuga in the form of Nityananda. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, Nityananda is Balaram, and next to the extreme left, do you see the one in the white color dhoti? Do you know who he is? He is called Advaita Acharya, and Advaita Acharya is an incarnation of Mahavishnu and Sadashiva together. You see how fortunate we are? We are sitting in the shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself. And he is the one who predicted that in the next 10,000 years, Hare Krishna will be spread in every nook and corner of the world. In every village, it will be spread over. This is the prediction by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And on the left hand side, on the second from the right hand side, do you see who it is? Holding this hand like this. I'll give you a hint. Who's the one next to Krishna? Who's the one who's next to Krishna? The divine counterpart. Who is that? Radharani. So Radharani in Dwapara Yoga again comes in the form of devotee called Gadadhar Pandit, the second from the right hand side. And finally the person who's holding his hands, do you know, I'll give you another hint. Who's the greatest devotee who's always holding a veena in his hand? Right? Narada Muni. Right? So Narada Muni again comes in the form of Srinivas Pandit. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he is along with all his associates. And you may get a doubt, is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been mentioned in any of our scriptures? Has he been mentioned in Bhagavad Gita? Has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu been mentioned anywhere? The answer is yes. If you see this Krishna book, it has come from Bhagavatam, right? Srimad Bhagavatam, it has been taken from Srimad Bhagavatam. And Srimad Bhagavatam, it has been mentioned about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's Krishna himself. Krishna Varnam Tvisa Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadai Yajna Sankitana Praye Yajantehi Sumedasha. It is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that intelligent people in this Kali Yuga will take to the worship of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's always engaging in doing the Sankirtana Yajna. So one, it has been mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. And second thing, place where it's been mentioned in Vishnu Sahasranamam. How many of you know about Vishnu Sahasranamam? You know about Vishnu Sahasranamam? So who spoke the Vishnu Sahasranamam? But who spoken? Okay, let me just tell you a beautiful thing, right? Because we are all devotees of Krishna, right? We should have this Bhagavan Vacha, but who has actually spoken? So let me just share with you, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been mentioned in Vishnu Sahasranamam, and let me tell you a very short one before we close. Before the battlefield started, Arjuna was in confusion, right? He was in a dilemma whether to fight or not. And then Bhagavan Sri Krishna explains Bhagavad Gita, right? And after the whole battlefield is over, everybody were wiped out. Only except the Pandavas, everybody were wiped out. So Dharmaraj or Yudhishthira, he's totally become completely in anxiety. He's totally in perplexity. Krishna, what is this, Krishna? Everybody died in the battlefield, Krishna. Then his mind starts reeling. And he goes to Krishna, asking, Krishna, please tell me, what is this highest dharma that we all have to do in our life, Krishna? What is this highest dharma that we have to do? What is the ultimate supreme Lord whom we all have to worship? Then Krishna says, I will not tell you. Let me take you to Bhishma Pitama. And Bhishma is lying on a bow of arrows. Then Yudhishthira is asking his grandfather, please tell us what is the highest dharma in human life? Who is that supreme Lord whom we have to worship, and by which we will be cleared of all our bad karma, and we will completely get the knowledge of God. Kimekam daivatam loke kim vyapekam parayanam. That's what Bhishma Pitamaha, that Yudhishthira is asking Bhishma Pitamaha. And Bhishma Pitamaha is replying to Yudhishthira, right? Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam Manantam Purushotamam Savannama Sahasrena Purusha Satatotita. Then he says, Jagat Prabhum Deva Devam, which means the God of all the gods, Yudhishthira, whom you have to worship is Bhagavan Sri Krishna. He is the Supreme Lord whom we have to worship. And what Bhishma Pitama done, right? All the rishis, you know the rishis, right? In the ancient time, they used to meditate on Krishna for thousands of years. And they used to, in their vision, they used to get a name of Krishna or Vishnu. And all those, and the rishis collected 1,000 names of Vishnu in their meditation. And they given it to Bhishma Pitama. And they given it to Vedavyas. And Vedavyas given it to Bhishma Pitama. And Bhishma Pitama daily used to recite these 1,000 names of Vishnu. That is our deities, Radha Krishna, going on over there. So fortunate, isn't it, we are, to be sitting in this mandir and witnessing all this. So Bhishma Pitamaha is telling Arjuna, he is telling Yudhishthira, the highest dharma in Kali Yuga, or the highest dharma in a human life, is to glorify Bhagavan Sri Krishna with these 1,000 names of Vishnu which have been coming in the rishis meditation. And out of these 1,000 names of Vishnu, one of the name is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name. Bhishma Pitamaha goes on to recite 1,000 names. Vishwam Vishnurva Satkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Bhridbhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. And he goes on to recite all the... And in that 1,000 names, one of the name of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Suvarnavarno Hemango Varangastanganangadi. Suvarnavarno means when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, you know, when Krishna came, he was in blackish complexion, right? He was in a blackish complexion. Kind of like, you know, dark clouds kind of thing. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he was in a molten golden complexion. Suvarna Varno Hemango, which means he was in a molten golden complexion. Why? Because when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he is Krishna himself, but he came in the mood of Radharani. And Radharani is molten golden complexion, isn't it? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he was like more than 7 feet tall, and he was in a molten golden complexion. That's why one of the names of Vishnu is Suvarnavarno Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi. Chandanangadi means he was always, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has smeared his body with sandalwood paste. Completely smearing with sandalwood paste, which would look like molten golden complexion. And in another place in Vishnu Sahasranamam, Sanyasa Krucham Ashanto Nishta Shanti Parayanam, which means Krishna, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, initially he was a householder, but later he took sannyas. So Sanyasa Krucham Ashanto Nishta Shanti. Nishta Shanti means, Nishta means he was always chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Shanti means why he was always peaceful. Why he was always peaceful? He would never speak anything other than Krishna Katha. Only about Krishna he would speak. Right? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has been mentioned in 2 scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, and second thing is Vishnu Sahasranamam. Right? So like that. So we just want to humbly tell you that on the 13th of this month, March, there is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Appearance Day, a great celebration. And because of the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our Srila Prabhupada, at the age of 69 years, following the footsteps, following the advice given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, went all the way to the US at the age of 69 years to start this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that it will spread all over the world. So our Srila Prabhupada, on the instructions of his guru, who told him, go to the Western countries and preach Krishna consciousness. And you'll be surprised, the most inspiring story where our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, with nothing in his pocket, just were sitting under a tree and chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Everybody started gathering. See the power of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And immediately started one temple. And our Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, within 10 years, he built 108 temples all around the world. 108 temples, can you believe it? The power of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, with no money, nothing, no contacts, nothing. He was sitting under the tree and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why? For sacrifice for all of us, so that we will all, today we are all happily sitting in the middle of 80 acres of land in front of Radha Gokulananda. Why? Because of the mercy of our Srila Prabhupada. And today there are more than 1,000 Hare Krishna temples all around the world for all of us, so that we will all be benefited. Sri Krishna Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita says, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshanaha. Krishna himself is telling in Bhagavad Gita that all of us should have a guru in our life. When Krishna was there, what was his guru's name? Sandipani Muni, right? He also had a guru. Similarly, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, he also had a guru called Sampuri. And like that, in our Guru Parampara, in our Gurudev also had another Guru called Saraswati Thakur. Like that, so we are following the Guru Parampara, right? So if you're following the footsteps of our Gurus and you're worshipping this Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we will have the blessings of Radha Gokulananda. So by the way, his Guru is Ishwara Puri. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has a Guru called Ishwara Puri as well. So like that, we are always following the Guru Parampara. So if we also listen to the words of our Srila Prabhupada, and every day in the morning, our humble request is, get up in the morning, early in the morning, when it is in Sattva Guna, when the mode of goodness will be there, Sattva Guna, get up and chant the holy name, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, and just offer some fruit. Your whole day, Krishna will give you so much of strength that no matter whatever ups and downs you have in your life, Krishna will give you the strength to face your battles. He is telling us, you're not alone, I am always there with you. That's why Krishna says, Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam, which means I am your best well-wisher, I am your best friend. But you have forgotten your best friend. So how do we again re-establish our relationship with our best friend? By chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the best way to once again establish our relationship with Krishna. So I want to humbly thank my Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru. He is the one who has, because of his mercy, today I am holding this Bhagavad Gita and this Srimad Bhagavatam, this Krishna book. It's all his mercy that he's given us this word-to-word translation. And he's given us this beautiful shelter where all of us can practice Krishna consciousness. What is the name of organization? ISKCON means International Society of Krishna Consciousness, which means a society for all of us Krishna devotees to come together and practice Krishna consciousness, right? So we have to take advantage of what a Guru have given us. So my humble thanks to each one of you. So patiently you've been listening. You could have just gone away. But it is not me, Naham Karta, Hari Karta. It is Krishna who's making me talk like a parrot, right? Because all of you must have done so much of piety that he's sitting in your heart and he's watching how nicely you're all listening. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Neha Bikramanasosti Pratyavayone Vidyate Swalpam Abhyasya Dharmasya. Even if you do a little bit of service, like all of you are listening to Bhagavad Gita, right? This is the service to Krishna. And Krishna is saying, even if you do a little bit of service for Krishna, Krishna becomes very, very pleased. So please take this message from Bhagavad Gita. If you do not have, buy a Bhagavad Gita, buy this Krishna book, tell the beautiful stories of Krishna to your little ones. And I'll tell you, promise you, they will fall in love with Krishna if you tell them the stories from Krishna book, right? So my humble thank you to each one of you. And can I request everyone, including the children, let's do one round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra to glorify Radha Gokulananda. Let's do it, yeah? With full energy and full of love. Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare! I want to do one thing. You know, when Draupadi was in problem, what did she do? She put her hands up in the mood of surrender. When you see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all of them, what are they doing? They are putting their hands up in this is the mood of surrender. And it is saying, we are telling Krishna by putting our hands up, Krishna Tavasmi, which means Krishna, I am yours. Right? Shall we do that? Can you put our hands up in the mood of surrender? Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare! I want to so humbly thank each one of you. Bhagavad Gita is a big ocean. Srimad Bhagavatam is a big ocean. I have not even touched the surface. It's like a tip of the iceberg. We were just giving you a small taster. But if you dive into this Bhagavad Gita, you will fall in love with Krishna. Right? So much of nectar is there in this. But we have to take that one small step towards Krishna. And then after that, like I said, Karshayati iti Krishna. He will pull you into his life. And when Krishna pulls you into your life, that's the end of all your material problems. He will take you closer towards you. Right? Thank you very much. I really appreciate that all of you have so patiently been listening to Bhagavad Gita. This is a great, really great blessings. We are so fortunate to be born in Sanatana Dharma. We are very, very fortunate. After so many lifetimes, we are taken to Krishna Bhakti is not an ordinary thing, but we have to take advantage of this Krishna Bhakti, right? And we have to pass it on to our children. We practice it and we pass it on to our children. And if you need any help at all, we are always ready to help you in every way. If you want us to be part of the satsang, we have so many satsangs. You can come and join our satsangs. You want to go and meet some monks, we can arrange that as well. You need any kind of a help, we are ready to do that. If you want to serve in the mandir, like even I, like many of you, I work as an IT project manager. I'm not a monk. But every Saturday, I have given this commitment to Krishna that every Saturday, Krishna, I will come to your mandir and I will come and serve you.
Shyam is a very good boy. He was very humble.
So, and this is my personal experience. I have been doing this seva from the last few years. And I can tell you, the joy that you get in serving Krishna, the joy is like so much that nothing in the world, if somebody says, I will give you $1 million, leave Krishna, you will say, go to hell. I'm not even going to do anything. Because you got the taste, you got a higher taste of Krishna Bhakti. So like that, Krishna is never telling you to leave your jobs. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu ma manusmara yujjata. Do whatever you're doing. And at the same time, keep doing your japa. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Kaam karte raho, naam japte raho. This is the message that you can take today from Krishna. Kaam karte raho, naam japte raho. Right? So please take this message. And I want to thank you once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
I always had the old time, but now I want to use it properly. The old time. This is the time. Thank wanted to be part of it.
The stream that we have is art making monkeys. How we can communicate.
So you engage each and every one of them in their respective way to offer the
It's nice to see children out here. Would you want to all have your children here so we can sing together? Right? We'll get them on the holiday time. Let's get them used to one Hare Krishna tune. Come, all of you children come here. You can hold those. I'll give you one nice one. Come here. Yeah.